Anyway.
Are you halfway through your gift card yet? More than halfway? That's bad. That's not good. That's not good, Travis. That's not good.
Some of that was for Jerry, too. I shared.
Oh, sure. 2 or 3 coffees.
Yeah, but he gets the expensive
one or
ones.
2 coffees.
He gets
Okay.
the expensive
1 or 2.
food coffees. Yeah.
1 coffee.
Don't tell Kate. Don't tell her. Don't tell her. It just ended this past
Okay,
week.
good.
So
really, it only took you a week and a half to get through that.
Jerry, stop it. I don't have much joy in life. I like green tea.
No, not much. Oh, okay.
Not when it comes to food. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, I like green tea and Americano coffee, and the bulk of that card was green tea. I'll have you know.
Okay.
Okay? But shh. Don't say. No. Okay? Promise. Pinky swear. Okay. Hi, everyone. This is Travis at Thrive Fitness, and we're back with episode 48. Jerry's football number, he told me today, of Thrive TV. And we have...
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah, we have a few questions that some of our viewers sent in, so we're going to cover these. And we are going to open today's session with...
What's one good thing that happened to you today?
No, I'm asking the questions.
No.
Yes. What one superpower, if you could have
see through
one.
walls? X-ray vision. I have to be more creative than my stick last week.
Yeah, you do, because some people did comment on that. I heard a few.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Yeah. So
okay. What was that? Finish your question.
What one superhero power?
Okay.
If you could have one, would you like to have?
What
You can't say vision, because you already have really good vision. We already call you Superman when it comes to that. So you have to take that off the table.
Take vision off the table.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm trying to think of all the ones out there. My mind always just goes to Superman. So
I know.
I guess just strength. Superhero strength.
Superhero strength.
Yeah.
Like Hercules?
Like Superman. Didn't you hear what I said?
Okay, yeah. Hercules, he's not even.
No, he's not a superhero.
Okay.
I don't think.
Superhuman strength.
Superhuman strength. What would you do?
What would I do?
Because then, maybe not, because then people would want to move furniture for them all the time.
Carry their groceries, lift the cars off the,
off the babies and things like that.
Yeah. You might hurt yourself.
Sure.
So, but no, that would be a good one.
Yeah,
though.
I think it'd be fun.
Mm-hmm. You'd have to be careful. See, I would think that you would be like opening jar and breaking them. You'd have to be careful that you
with everything.
That you didn't break everything. So, but that's pretty cool.
That'd be tough to do.
Yeah, you'd have to learn the gentle touch, Jerry.
Yeah.
So.
What about you?
I don't know. It's kind of a toss-up. I would love to have X-ray vision, because then I could see in people's heads and be able to help them when I'm coaching.
That's not X-ray vision.
Yeah, huh?
No.
It's not.
Then you just see their brain. You can't actually read them.
Oh, okay.
It's not like it's written on their brain what they're thinking.
All right.
That's telepathy.
Oh.
Or
well, maybe I could see what was wrong inside their bodies.
You could do that, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. X-ray vision.
What's the other one? See if this
faster than a speeding bullet.
Huh. Yeah, that'd be cool.
That would be
make travel real easy.
That would be awesome cool. Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You could really burn some calories in. Take a couple of laps around Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or I could be to work and give me more time with my morning ritual at home.
It would.
Yeah. Just walk out on your front porch and boom.
Yeah. A little less stressful.
Town. It'd be a lot less stressful. No traffic jams.
Yeah.
So anyway, good point. Thanks for shooting me down on the X-ray vision.
I didn't shoot you down.
Yeah, you did. You did. No,
I was just trying to clarify.
You clarified nicely. You made a good point.
Maybe things are written on our brains. I don't know. I'm just assuming not.
All right. So on to the questions. This is from Hillary. She would like to know Is there a food supplement you recommend for healthy digestion?
A food supplement?
Food supplement in general. I don't think
a supplement. So
food,
we'll take it as supplement.
Well, but you could answer both because there are foods that are good for digestion.
Well, when I think of supplement, I don't think of are there foods and then are there supplements.
Right.
So are there foods that are good for digestion and then are there supplements that are good for digestion? Okay. So and again, you're going to be able to expound on this a little better than myself. So
no, I decided today I'm not answering any questions.
You will. So with foods, the important thing is getting variety into your diet, first of all. And what variety allows you to do is allows your gut microbes to not eat the same thing over and over again, and then you get rid of a lot of the gut microbes in your body, and which can lead you to being more susceptible to being sick, because your gut actually fights most of your infections whenever you get sick. So the more diverse your gut microbials can be, microbes can be, the better, because the more that you have, the more likely you will be to have something to be able to fight infections that enter into your body. You have infection in your body all the time, but your body is able to fight it off because maybe you've had it before, so on and so forth. So your body understands how to fight it. So diversity is important. That's why we talk about eating all the colors of the rainbow, because you're getting a little bit of everything. So kind of rotating through those things, and then eating things that are actually high in microbial count, or whatever you want to call it. So fruits and vegetables that are, well, I guess more vegetables that are fermented.
Fermented, yeah.
And then like yogurts are, a lot of people talk about yogurts, but you also have to be careful about those kinds of things as well, because those will also mess with a lot of people. It's hard because there are so many different strands out there, so many different strands of gut bacteria that it's not one size fits all. So you can try yogurt. If it does fit your stomach, then just stop doing it. Try fermented foods; those are good. And then as far as supplements goes, there are plenty of digestive enzymes out there you can try. You have things like Protease and papaya extract and things along those lines that will help you digest food and get more out of the nutrients.
Yeah.
And then also, again, there are
probiotics.
Probiotics, thank you very much. And probiotics that you can take to help restore your microbes.
Yeah. You're feeding.
Why am I having trouble with this word?
I don't know why. Microbes.
Thank you.
The prebiotics is what they say feeds the microbes in your gut.
Yeah.
It keeps them
churning.
Right. So yeah. That's good.
Were there any other foods that you could think of at the top of your head?
They talk a lot about fermented foods. Yeah. That's good. Kimchi, which is a staple in the Korean diet. Kombucha is something else.
Yeah.
It's a fermented tea that you can now buy out.
Yeah, you've been talking a lot about that lately.
Yeah, I drink kombucha. I don't drink the whole bottle, but I drink it every night before I go to bed. Some of it just to help with my gut. Probiotics. I get asked a lot about probiotics with nutrition clients, and I've been kind of looking at them lately, and a couple of things you want to look for is you want your probiotic to have at least 3 strains of different bacteria in them. The best kind would have 5.
Okay.
The very best kind, which I haven't been able to locate yet, are they also should have, they're saying, the soil-based organisms also. Okay. Remember I talked to you about, they say that we should, I don't want to say go out and eat dirt, but like your carrots, when you buy carrots that are organically grown, and you bring them home, they can't wash any of that produce off.
Sure.
Organic. It comes in as it looks. So people want to peel carrots because you can't get all that dirt out of all the little creases. And they say you shouldn't do that,
right?
Especially if they're local carrots from the area that you live in, because you need that bacteria.
Well,
So
yeah. So if you think about millions of years ago or hundreds of thousands of years ago, back in the Paleolithic era, whenever we dug things out of the ground and ate them, they just dug them out of the ground and ate them. They didn't take them to the sink and wash them off.
Right.
Maybe they did, but
well,
I don't.
Or to the river. I don't know. I don't think they had sinks, but anyway, yeah. So
they didn't take them and wash them off, so they ate the dirt. They ate whatever they came out
the
of.
The soil that they. Yeah. So they say that that's beneficial for your gut also. So you can order probiotics. Now, some of them are very expensive when you look at them out there. But, you know, I've been trying to find a soil-based, that has soil-based organisms in it, but I haven't been able to locate one here locally, but they do sell that online.
Yeah.
So I recommend to everyone, because of the world we live in, all the, we've been treated with antibiotics since childhood, multiple times probably, which every time you're exposed to those, they kill off your gut flora. And all of the hand sanitizer and every cleaning product is antibacterial anymore. And
that's all we worry about.
Yeah, and that's all we worry about. And so I think that we're doing harm to our bodies by, you build resistance up by being exposed to bacteria, and then you need bacteria to digest your food correctly and keep your gut healthy. So I think that everybody needs to take a probiotic. I don't care, if you don't think
generally speaking,
yeah, just because of our environment and where we live. So but of course, the more natural you can do it, the better. But I take one too, so.
Right. Anyway. Well, it just takes a lot of diligence to rotate through things and getting fermented foods in, or yogurt if that's if that's something that you're able to do, or kefir or whatever it is that can be whatever. It takes a lot of probiotic just kind of eliminates all of that, and not that you should do that anyway, because it also is giving you different vitamins and minerals that you're not just going to get it all from if you eat the same thing over and over again. Right.
So so I think good question, good answer.
Yeah, definitely a good question.
Good question, Hillary. I get asked a lot about probiotics. We need to do a session on gut health, because it is just, I'm reading more and more about how vitally important it is, and people important for obesity, important for your health, for your immune system, everything is, if your gut's not in check.
Well, so people talk about whenever you have a bad feeling about something, or whenever you think that something is right, this is something I feel like I should do, it's my gut instinct. That's a real thing in a sense, because your gut has its own, it doesn't literally have its own brain, however it functions on its own. So whenever you feel wrong about something, it's actually a part of your gut or nervous system, it's actually your nervous system that is telling you something's not right about this situation. It is a gut feeling, and that's not an inaccurate statement.
That's almost like a prehistoric trait,
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, from back
fight or flight.
Through
Absolutely.
Evolution, right?
Yeah.
That was a protective mechanism.
Yeah.
That we carry and still have.
Why would you feed that? That's a part of your body that is helping you make decisions, and that is leading you through life. Why would you want to feed that something junky? Right, exactly. You know what I mean?
So,
anyway.
Okay, good. On to the next question. This is from Kevin. Is hemp protein... Well, he asked, what's the difference between hemp protein versus beef protein? I guess, he's having some issues trying to find a protein that's easy on his stomach.
Yeah, way bothers his stomach.
Yeah.
So, before I heard him talking about this week, I'd never heard of hemp protein. I'm not surprised that it's there.
Yeah.
You hear pea proteins, and other kind of vegetable proteins, egg protein, beef protein. So there's all these other kinds of proteins out there. Once you get away from animal-based protein, then you're talking about not having a full amino acid profile or a good ratio of amino acids, which is what's important, because there are essential amino acids and non-essential amino acids, which basically means essential your body needs and can't produce on its own, non-essential your body you still need to ingest them, but your body can produce them, so you don't need as many from external sources. So if you're eating a plant-based diet or having plant-based protein on a regular basis, then you might not be getting these essential amino acids that your body needs in order to function and do certain things, replenish its muscles, recover correctly, so on and so forth. So
you would have to take a lot of thought, because you would have to know,
you have to put them together
things to that to make it complete.
You have to know what amino acid profile like kale has, and then what amino acid profile beans have, and then you have to understand all the amino acid profiles and put them together in order to get something full. And you're also talking about vitamins and minerals as well, but we're talking about protein. So that's the biggest difference I can tell. It may not be as bioavailable either. Your body may not, with vegetable proteins and hemp protein is what we're talking about. Your bioavailable means how easily does your body digest it, or how well does your body
absorb it,
utilize it, right? Assimilate it. So your body just may not assimilate it as well as it does beef protein for the protein purposes.
Right.
Now we're not talking about anything else. We're talking about a protein powder, so we're talking about we're wanting to get protein out of it. So for protein purposes, does your body assimilate it as well? Now the beef's not going to have some vitamins and minerals that the hemp protein may have, or some other macro or micronutrients, but we're talking about protein. So
well, the one thing that beef has and is full of that we all need are the B vitamins.
That's true too.
It's very high in that. So
that's what a lot of vegetarians and vegans have problems with.
Right, because if you're going to eliminate, you're going to take beef out of your diet, you're going to have to either supplement, which vast majority of them have to supplement with beef vitamin. That is the one thing that beef offers over hemp, and beef offers over any other type of protein. So, yeah. Hemp is good in the fact that it's got a good fatty acid ratio in it, which, if you did grass-fed beef protein, you would get a good. But the thing that, and hemp is higher in fiber because it's plant-based. But yeah, I agree that if you're looking for the best thing, I think that, you have to stick with beef over plant-based.
Yeah. Or some animal-based,
right?
Or egg
protein would be another one.
Fine too. So something that came from an animal,
right? That's
if you're wanting it for protein purposes, you have to understand that.
Muscle or recovery, I think all that. So anyway, that's it, Kevin.
Yeah. So, good question.
Yeah, good question. A lot of people.
Good question.
Yeah, a lot of people don't understand that, and I didn't.
Sure.
I didn't until I started doing this. All of the differences out there. So, all right, our last question is something that I get asked repeatedly over and over. So I'm going to ask you, what's that?
Apparently you know how to answer it.
Oh, no, I want to get your take on it. But so when we talk to people about replacing the bad oils in their diet, we talk about coconut oil and olive oil would be two good substitutes. Coconut oil, I think, from years ago, whenever they said that movie theater popcorn was
30s, 40s, 50s.
Yeah. Coconut oil was told to be the worst thing that you can ingest for cholesterol.
Because it's all saturated fat.
So, is coconut oil bad for your cholesterol?
Oh, man.
Want to see my notes?
Why am I answering this question again? All right, I'll give a quick rundown of what I think. So, here's the first thing. So, coconut oil is very trendy right now. People use it for their hair. Apparently, I use it for my hair. People use it
for your skin.
Yeah, people use it for their skin, their teeth. People use it for a lot of things. I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just saying it's very trendy right now. And I think what happens a lot of times is that, and we talk about in the fitness industry, we talk about this, is that the pendulum swings one way, and then you find something out, and then it swings really far the other way. So either you're doing it really far on one side of the pendulum, and then something happens, some research comes out, or you do something different, and you're like, oh, maybe that was wrong, so you swing way to the other side. So I think what's happening is that people are swinging way to the side of coconut oil, in that it's like well, it's good for me, so I have to be able to just like whatever. I can do what I can eat. I can cook it with everything and do everything with it. I'm not saying that that's definitely wrong, but you just have to understand that everything has to be in moderation. Okay. So with that being said, does it affect your cholesterol? Was the question?
Is it bad for your cholesterol?
Is it bad for your cholesterol? The majority of the research that I have read has never linked saturated fat to higher in cholesterol in moderation. Okay? Keeping it within a certain, allowance per day has never been linked to higher in cholesterol. I don't want to say never, but it's not linked. It's definitely not linked to higher in LDL cholesterol. Yes. If anything, it's been linked to higher your HDL cholesterol, which everyone understands as healthy cholesterol. So, saturated fat in and of itself, especially, coconut oil is also MCT, medium chain triglycerides, which means it doesn't affect your body really to any serious extent. So, why you giving me that look?
Because I think you should explain what a medium chain triglyceride does.
I think you should in your notes here.
No, people need to understand that.
I agree with you.
Go ahead. Because I
can't explain it as well as you can.
Well, no, you're doing it. Your body uses MCT, medium chain triglycerides. It uses it differently than it does the short chain fatty acids and all of that. Because it's less likely. That is so easily digested by the body and burned efficiently for fuel. It's, you eat, medium chain triglyceride fatty acid. Your body's going to burn that for fuel efficiently and less likely to store it as fat. That's the one important thing about medium chain triglycerides. So you don't have to be afraid of that.
As far as
it's really optimally,
holding fat, putting fat on, things like that.
It's the better fat to
cook with and do things like that with.
Right. It boosts your immune system. It helps your metabolism. Your body's going to burn it for fuel. It's going to use it efficiently, and it's going to store next to it. Unless you're like slathering it on everything.
Well, and then you have to understand mixing it with sugar, carbohydrates, things like that.
Right. So
then you're just getting into a whole nother mess of issues. You're not talking about the MCTs at that point. You're talking about the combination.
Yeah. Right. And that's what I try to tell clients is you can't have it both ways. If you want to, if you want to be healthy and you want to use coconut oil in cooking, you can't straddle that fence of eating processed food, refined flours and sugars and use coconut oil for your cooking. So you can't do that because that's what that is.
It's the combination.
Sugar that really is the thing that they're finding is linked. Well, inflammation in your body they're finding more and more linked to heart disease. Sugar is inflammatory, just like refined carbohydrates are. So,
but do you think the combination of fat and sugar is? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying like, oh, it's okay to go have sugar, but do you think that, like, if you were just eating, I say just, like, if your diet was mostly sugar or carbohydrate based, or if you're, we'll say protein and carbs, or if your diet was protein and fat based, do you think it's the combination of the two that is more likely to make you unhealthy?
The protein
in the sense,
the carbs?
The combination of carbs and fat, and not necessarily carbs by themselves or fat by themselves. Yes. Carbs
and saturated carbs and saturated fat. When I'm talking carbs, I'm not talking, complex carbohydrates. I'm talking about the refined, processed ones. Yeah. Oh, definitely. I agree with that.
So, I just think coconut oil is one of those things right now where it's just maybe people can go overboard with it. So just understanding like everything has to be in moderation, like even like vegetables and stuff. There's things you can't just like chow down on.
You'd be in the bathroom all the time, man.
So
that would be good.
Yeah.
But I think that the whole thing when it comes to cholesterol is a number that, they pull out of a blood test and they check on you. You make 80% of that number is made by your own body and your liver every single day.
Yeah.
So our bodies,
regardless of what you eat.
Regardless, yeah. So our bodies have the wonderful ability to download or upgrade your cholesterol based on your dietary intake. So, and then the other thing, they hand you a cholesterol number and they want to put you on a statin because it's elevated.
If it's over 220.
Right. Stop the presses. That's what I would say is you need to break that out, and I want to know what the LDL components are. I don't want you just to hand me this total number and say, here, you have high cholesterol, you need to take a statin. I want to know what my LDLs look like, and you can ask. There are tests. I finally found, I've been looking for the tests that will break those out to let you know if they're the light and fluffy.
Break your LDLs down.
If you have light and fluffy LDLs, which saturated fat. What?
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on. So, your cholesterol number is made up of HDL and LDL. Your LDL is also made up of two different things. So that LDL number is also two different particle types. Not all LDL is created equal. They're two different things. So one is light and fluffy, and the other is
dense
small and dense. And
not good.
Not good.
That's what you need
it's
to
the
worry
small,
about.
hard particles that will sit in your arteries and clog them up and not move. The light and fluffy ones will still go through. It's all fine. Your body needs them. Your body wants them. So, anyway, go ahead.
Anyway, so that's what. Yeah, you need to ask that. If they told me if I went in when I get my next round of blood work drawn and they say your cholesterol's high, you need to go on a statin, I would say no. I need you to break this out. I want to know because saturated fats increase LDL. It's proven in the research. It will do that, but it improves. It makes them light and fluffy, rather than dense and small. Yeah. So break it out for me. I need you to run one more additional test, and I never knew what the tests were, but now I have found the test you want to ask for is an NMR lipid panel, which LabCorp, which they have that in this area, can run for you. That's N as in nut, M as in Mary, R as in repeat, or a cardio IQ test, which is from Quest Diagnostics. Those are the two tests that the doctor can run to determine the particle size of your cholesterol. And that's what I would ask before I would let them put me on something. Because if you happen to have the small and dense ones, then
you have something going on. And you probably have high triglycerides at that point as well. Right.
And there are people, they call them hyper-responders, who just genetically
are going to respond to things.
Right. And,
differently.
That you can't change your genes. So if that's the case, you just have to do everything within your power to prevent, your risk of heart disease. But don't be afraid if they tell you your cholesterol is 217 or 225 and they want to put you on something.
250 or whatever
Ask
it is.
them. Say, I want to know what my LDL particles are. What makes up my LDL particles? I think is not unreasonable.
No, not at all.
So
not even a little bit.
Right. So that's the thing about coconut oil. Good answer. Good answer. I use it.
I use it. I use it. I put it in my 50 green teas I have a week.
No, I don't. I cook with a little bit of it. I do use it. I do use it on my hair and my skin. I can tell you that much. But hopefully I'm not absorbing too much that way. But anyway, so I was just so glad that I finally found what test it was because it was because you have to know sometimes. So anyway.
Good job.
Good answer.
Good questions today.
Yeah, good questions. All right, thanks everyone. That's all we have. Go out and enjoy this wonderful hot day and have a wonderful weekend.
Time out.
I'm going to say it.
No.
What?
The seminar.
Oh, go ahead.
next Saturday, July 30th, we're having a seminar at 11 o'clock from 11 to 1 here at Thrive Fitness, 81007B Alexandria Pike. You can go on Facebook, go on our Facebook page, check out our events, and you'll see it on there about meditation, which is a very hot subject right now, and about stress-reducing foods. Travis will be talking about stress-reducing foods, and Sharon, our other coach, will be talking about meditation. So the goal of the workshop, or the focus of the workshop, obviously is on reducing your stress and reducing your anxiety and getting that under control, because that is a big aspect that people struggle with. Even if you work out a lot, eat healthy, eat perfect, but you are stressed to the max, like talk about cholesterol, your cholesterol is going to be jacked up, your blood pressure is going to be messed up. Like, that is another important. There are these three aspects you have to get together: your nutrition, your fitness, and then also your stress and anxiety levels, your lifestyle, and get them together. So that's why we're having that. It'd be great to have everyone there. So go to our Facebook page, sign up for it.
Okay.
Come see Travis talk. You can ask her about MCT oils and green tea.
Don't get me going. All right, and if you have, please send us in your questions. We love to get them. You can send them to me at Treves, Treves, at thriveforstrength.com, or to @TheThrivePack on Twitter. All right, thanks, everyone. Have a great weekend.